RAINEY Key, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Content creator, Instagram model, question and answers. And guess what? We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. Because I got the same questions that y'all want to know the answers to. I promise you I do. I promise you. I'm going to let it get to 5 minutes. Give me a second. We loading in. We loading in. In the meantime, let me get this thing together. Let me get this together. Okay, we got DSG Doughboy in the building. We got DSG Doughboy in the building. Creep Life. We got Creep Life in the building. Give her a second, y'all. Give her a second. She over on the other side probably trying to look glamorous. She over there trying to look glamorous, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. If y'all can hear me, let me know. If y'all can hear me, send me a thumbs up. Oh, don't tell me I did that goofy shit. There we go. And we are. Oh, yeah, we're welcome to That Famous TV. I'm your host, That Famous itself. Tonight we are live with special guest, content creator, Instagram model, Harrisburg native. We getting straight to it. We getting straight to it. Straight to it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Born and raised.
Yes.
Born and raised, Uptown Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, right?
Uptown baby.
Uptown baby.
You can hear me good?
I can hear you real good. What was RAINEY Key's childhood? Tell me a little bit about your childhood for the ones that don't know.
All right, so I was raised on 6th Street at my grandma's house. My mom and my mom was the youngest. So we was always, it was like my grandma was like very family orientated. So it was always all of us there. And I just remember being around a lot of people all the time. So I think that's what made me so personable. And then it was like always like everybody used to be on the block. Like everybody used to be on 6th Street. We had like, and then it's like you could go anywhere uptown and everybody used to be on the porch. That's the time being on the porch was like Facebook for real, for real. Like that's where you knew everybody was gonna be. You just or popped up at one of the playgrounds. Like we had certain spots, but for the most part, all you had to do was be on the porch. But my childhood, I really just basically just like I was a kid. I played around a lot. I was kind of a tomboy.
Oh yeah, so you was in the field with the men at a young age.
Not the grown man, nah, just the little
Nah, nah,
boys.
nah. The young gentleman, the young gentleman.
Yeah, I was.
You rather be around the men. A lot of females say that too. They'd rather be around the men because the men seem like they can hold a conversation and you can fit in more.
Well, the girl and the plus then the girls was like girls, and the dudes actually had like real conversations. When you some females, you get around certain females, and they be talking about like other females or other stuff that's not really. Like I was more action type, so you get around the boys, they want to wrestle, they want to play football, they just doing more things. The females
Right.
were,
Judgment free zone.
yeah, the females were just different.
Okay, 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 okay. Uh, what about your siblings? How you have any siblings growing up? How many siblings you have growing up? Brothers and
Um,
sisters.
my mom had 10, but then my dad. That's a big question because my dad was like a Rolling Stone. He was doing the most. Like he had a lot of kids. So from my knowledge so far, I believe it's like 9, including me on my dad's side, and my mom has 10, but they had 2 together.
Okay, okay. Any favorite sibling growing up? You have any favorite brother or sister?
My favorite brother was Tony. Like we was, he was like a year and a half older than me, but he was already off the court, and I was like, I gotta be around him. All my other siblings was way older than me, so I really couldn't like get that type of vibe I got with Tony.
Okay, okay. What was a good what was one of your fondest memories growing up in your childhood? What was one of your best memories growing up in your childhood?
It gotta be Uptown memory. It's like when you remember the one guy, I cannot remember his name, and I think you will remember him because you so Uptown. He used to drive the ice cream truck, and he used to come every day. That used to be my highlight of the day. Like I used to him coming on the block, everybody would just come out of nowhere like roaches.
Oh, so you was looking forward to that ice cream?
Hmm. Yeah. No, you know where I'm capped. That wasn't really the ice cream. It was the snow cones, the colorful one. They used
Okay.
to be in the bag.
So you sit out there, wait for that ice cream truck, ice cream man come. You go about your business, huh?
Now I ain't gonna lie. I used to sit and chat, play around with people, mess with people's kids, because that's when you get to see everybody. Certain kids that wasn't allowed on the block for real,
Right.
they parents would let them out for that moment, let them enjoy it outside, so they won't make a mess in the house, and then they go back in for curfew. It used to be a vibe.
So how was school for you growing up? How was school? How was the school? What was the school setting for you?
Um, I was
Elementary school. We're gonna go from elementary straight to high school. So elementary school,
I was
fifth
in
grade. Let's go to fifth grade. Fifth grade. How was it in
fifth grade.
elementary school for you?
I'm gonna start with fourth only because I got to do fourth grade of 10. Like I did 0 to 4th of 10. And Uptown was cool. Like, but I got like literally right before I moved from Uptown, I got to fight with like 3 girls. Like back every day was a fight. And then I moved out the south. And
Okay.
then I was at Foos for the rest. I was at Foos. And then I ended up still fighting because you know you were Uptown joint. And to be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was so Uptown. I didn't even know the South existed. Like we didn't talk about that. Like I knew about the hilltop because my cousin was from the hilltop, but I never
Okay.
knew there was the south side, none of that. So we went out there. I'm like, why this place? Like, what is this? It was so new to me. I didn't even know.
So when you say you said the uptown and you said the south side, that's parts of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Okay, and you're from the uptown area, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm. Uptown.
Okay, okay. That's for the ones that don't know. Um, were you popular in high school?
Yeah, no. Like, the ones I feel like the ones who was meant to know me knew me. The other ones that didn't, they kind of heard of me, but they really didn't really know me. But and then I wasn't. I feel like I only did like a year at the high, and then I went to like East for like not even a second. And then after that, I just it was too much going on. So next thing you know, I dropped out and got my GED, turned it into a diploma, and that I did that in like 3 months. Like they had these little classes, and all I remember is I was in there with this boy that I went to like middle school with, and he was like, we both was just sitting there like I was like, I know I'm not about to do them little. I think it was a month. They had like a month, 3 months, 6 months, had it like down the line. I was like, I know I'm not gonna be in a month. They not gonna call my name. He
Right.
like, I'm gonna be here for 6. I feel it in my heart. So we sitting there. Next thing you know, we just all like with our head down. Not even. They said Shaquille. I said, oh, they called me. gotta go. And I was in there actually with somebody from uptown, and I swear she was just like she was older than me, and she was just motivating me, pushing me in the other classes. Because once you get past that, the testing, you go to another class. So I was in there with her for a month, and we all passed, and it was just like a very dope experience, and that's what made me really like start being kind of like woman empowerment because it was like a lot of women in that class that was like trying to rebuild their life up.
Shout out to my host right here, Mariah Sierra in the building. Gang, gang. What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in. My co-host, Mariah Sierra in the building. Thank you for tuning in. We about to turn it up a notch. All right, so high school, uh, you say you were really popular. Did you have any like were you amongst a group of friends? Were you amongst one individual, female, male?
And I had a group. I had a group. We used to call it. You know what's so funny? When Megan Thee Stallion came out with Hot Girls, that's what we used to call ourselves. Like we was the Hot Girls. It was like Hot Girls twerk team, and dang, I'm mad. I can't remember the other name, but we had our own little groups going on in the city. It was cute.
It's crazy though, cause growing up, man, I remember a lot of the female, you know, groups, posses growing up, uh, and it was real good, like coming from both sides, man. Like seeing, not even on the fighting side, just seeing the competition whether it came to the dressing, like so. Our side focused more on like the south side of things because we didn't seem like to date the side, of where we from. I don't know why, but it seemed like we dated more so on that side of things. So uh I can see the clicks, man, the popularity, the hairdos, man. Like what can you say about that? What's the difference between the kids
Uh,
going to school now dressing and then when you was in school?
oh man, I feel like everybody kind of low key looked the same when I was in school. Like you might have had certain people stand out, but majority of the time we all got the same shoes. 9 out of 10 we was doing the same hairstyles. We might switch up, do a different color here and there, but for the most part, everybody was just doing everything else. It really was more of a who did it first. So you
Okay.
would try to be the
We
first one
got
on
them
it.
we got them questions coming in. These questions are starting to come in. I'm gonna get to it. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. I'm
But
gonna get to it.
then when it All right, but then now our generation now, I feel like we love every style. So we bounce from back in the day to now. Cause like now we really show our bodies way more. Like back then, you get frowned upon. Like you're not supposed to do that. Be lady like. My grandma was old school. She ain't play that. So it's like it be tripping me out now, and I be dressing the way I dress now. Cause I know if my grandma was like behind me, I'd
Okay.
be like, I low key be a little timid. But my personality and who I am, I feel like anybody, most of everybody comes through your dressing, like how your appearance. Like when you come out, I feel like you're expressing yourself through your clothes.
That's a fact. I agree with that. 100%. 100%. Because you'll go head over heel to make sure you look good. You definitely would. So I definitely agree with that, man. I definitely agree with that. Um, we got a question that came in. This is from a male. They asked, "Do you have a type?"
All right, so everybody that knows me always be like, you like light skins, you like light skins. Yeah. But I like who like me. With that being said, that means you have to approach me. If you don't approach me, oh damn. All right, you take a sip, I gotta take a sip. So if you approach me, you better off approaching me because I am not like the type to be like, oh, I'm gonna go get him. Like the reason why is because I'm a cancer and you know we don't play that rejection. So I wouldn't
Okay.
even put myself in a situation to be rejected. But for real, if I did have a certain preference, I like when they like real dark with the white teeth and they straight and they when they walk in the sun they just glisten. Like don't be my type. But do love me light skin like that.
Hey,
Don't
y'all,
have
y'all heard her? You heard what she like, yo. You definitely heard what she like. She said the ones that's glistening. I ain't never heard that term, cuz.
I'm telling you, they be glistening like the sun on them and they do that walk like. you be just looking at them, they be giving grown men. Like, but sometimes I be feeling like I ain't ready for that grown man yet.
Okay. Okay. Tell me a little bit about um slow it down a little bit. Tell me a little bit about tell me a little bit more about your childhood. Let's go back a little bit about your childhood. So you had your mother. Was you more raised with your mother's side or more with your father's side?
My mom wasn't a bitter baby mom, so she let me go with my dad. Like, if I wanted out my dad, I cried out for my dad. I was going with my dad. Like, it didn't matter. I could literally, I felt like Dorothy. Like, and my dad appeared. Like, I don't know. All I had, like, so I had my dad, I had my mom, and then I also had my godmom. And I lived with her. Like, I would go with her for summer. Sometimes she'll come get me for a whole month. And I really like enjoy going with her because there was no other kids, and I'd be the only one. My mom, got a nice amount of kids, and so do my father.
Okay. Okay. Shout out to my other co-hosts down there, Fez Vibes with Mike Lowry down at the bottom. Make sure y'all go like, subscribe. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. Y'all like, subscribe, y'all join both pages. My page, Rainy Keys page, my co-host pages, both Mariah Sierra and my other co-host, Fez Vibes. Listen, what's your thoughts on people having an opinion about the content that you make? Let's get into that.
Oh, yeah. Listen, to be honest, I really like. At first, I was kind of discouraged because I know like me doing it would have like certain people make certain faces, but like you can't help what's inside you and what you like and who you really are. Like I feel like I was diminishing myself by not being who I truly am because I kept thinking like, oh, they're gonna say this, oh, they're gonna say that. But in all reality, even if I'm not doing that and I'm doing something else, they're gonna have something to say. So it's like, why did you even care for real, for real? But it wasn't really like the people that it was more of the inside people, like my inner circle is whose opinions I really cared about. But then it was like my inner ego was coming out. It's like, girl, daddy, like I feel like you ain't gonna be this way forever. So you might as well go ahead, flaunt it, show it, and it's dead. Like, and then to be honest, I feel like I'm gonna be brutally honest. I feel like a lot of people that got like the views and got people, they if you really look at them, a lot of them's not really something I would look at or that would be appealing to me. But they get the views, they get the, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I mean, I know I be wanting to see a baddie. And I know I want to be seeing something nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and add because I can. And I'm just not letting nobody stop me, no matter what. Like nobody's not stopping me. I used to use the kids as an excuse all the time. Oh, my kids, my kids. My kids is gonna grow up and be somebody too. And it doesn't
Absolutely.
matter who you are. Like be exactly who you want to be, no matter what anybody got to say, no matter like it does not matter. And the reason why it don't matter is because you blossom better when you're yourself.
Absolutely. 100%. I agree with that. Um, Follow up on that, man. Yeah, you got a lot of content creators. So for the ones that don't know, you have a lot of OnlyFans models. You have a lot of Instagram models. You have a lot of those type.
I can't hear you. You going in too. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, girl. He can't hear me either. Oh, my boy's going too. Yeah, I swear he looking at me. God, oh, God.
100%,
Yo, I
and
swear, yo,
that's it.
I
So
could not hear you all that time. I swear to God, I kept saying, yo, Cub. I could not hear you. So I couldn't hear you at all. When you first started, I couldn't hear you. I heard when you was like on to that topic and you was about to go on after me, I couldn't hear nothing.
give me a second.
I can hear you now good.
Can you hear me?
Hmm.
All right. What I said was, You have a lot of Instagram models, content creators, celebrities that are put on these pedestals from people that are from like a local community that never met these people, but we share their things. We like them. We praise them to these points where it's like, damn, like if you see these people, how you really gonna act? Is you gonna really act the way you act when you see them in person, or is you gonna be starstruck when you see them? So you got celebrities, as far as let's say, we can go to Cardi B, we can go to Beyonce, we can go to Megan, we can go to all these celebrities that have been broadcasted in their line, like whatever they have did, but we said that is the right thing to do. But when we get people that are from where we from, they like, oh, you shouldn't do that.
Hmm. I feel on some real. I feel like it's easy to be happy for somebody you don't know. Because it's like there's no type of connection with us. Like, okay, I see Beyonce. She's a black girl. I'm happy. She's a black girl. Yes, she's made it. She's did it. She's doing it. And then now this girl I see every day in school walking around. She got a little name to her, so she's and I kind of like her, but I don't know yet. I'm not really sure where I'm at with it. Depends on her next move. Come out, and then now she booming out of nowhere. And even though she wasn't really nothing, and I see her come out, for me personally, I'm gonna be like, yo, that's crazy. Like I feel like I watched her grow up. I feel like I watched her. So I get excited. I'll be so happy for the next person only because it's like nobody knows what nobody goes through. I don't know your trials and tribulations. You really don't know mine until I express it.
Right.
Or unless you really been there with me, like from the nitty gritty, like you've been there, you've seen it, you felt it all. So
Now I agree with that because at the end of the day, that's the biggest thing, man. Nobody really knows what anyone's going through unless you're connected and close to this person. But at the end of the day, you might not even know what this person go through. So, um, question came in: as a child, have you ever been like sent away, placement, juvenile, locked up, adulthood? Have you ever been arrested?
all right, so juvenile, I did time in out the shaft for like a year. My mom had signed all her rights over.
What shaft?
What?
What is the shaft? Explain that.
So, oh my bad, you guys. I'm thinking of straight. Everybody gonna be straight PA, Harrisburg, PA now. Well, it's called Schaffner. It's probably more to the name, but it's Schaffner, and it's a place where the juveniles go when, they go there for shelter and they go there for discipline. Like, so that's where you'll go if you're doing stuff as a for real. For they really want to charge you as an adult, but they can't because you're a minor. So they just sending you there. It's like a mini jail for real. For real, you feel like you in jail. I did. I felt like I was. I did that little year in there, and they had used to have these little levels, right? They used to have like non-privileged, bronze, silver, gold, platinum. I
Okay.
I never got off a non-privilege. I just was not. The thought of being in that cage, y'all got me. What every time I got out, I was cracking a joke. I was playing around. I was no like nah. Y'all got me in there a little too
What's the
long,
highest level? What's the highest level you ever got to?
bruh.
That's fucking crazy.
Bruh.
That's terrible. And you said the highest was platinum?
Platinum.
Damn, that's crazy, man. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I ain't get to
So
never movie night, but it's cool. I got a phone call.
you said your mother signed over her rights.
Uh-huh.
What do that mean?
That means that you go down to children and youth, you sign the paper stating that you don't want custody of your child anymore. She did that when I was 14.
Okay. And when you was 14, where did you end up going at that age?
She had me out the South. We was living out the South at that time, and I really didn't understand or know what she had going on. So when I went in there, I just remember her saying, "Come on, we're going somewhere," and I was like, I'm wondering, like, no, first things first, you're not going to school today. I was like, but everybody else was going, so I was like, oh, I did something. But I
Oh
wasn't.
shit.
Then I was like, I might have got an appointment or something. I try not to think too much into it. So then she's like, we about to go somewhere. So we driving. I'm all like la la la, just in the car. Then we pull up to the Trooping Youth place. I'm not Trooping Youth place. I'm not even thinking on it. Like I'm just sitting there like, why are we here? Next thing you know, you go in the back. That's how you know you're not coming back. Once you go in the back of there, you're not coming back out. You're
Mm.
not. So she was like, yeah, your mom. She finally came to me like 20 minutes later. They just had me sitting in this like little cubicle, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, why am I in here? Like, what is going on? Like, they going. I used to get like real mad real fast. So I used to be like, I was in there like saying her name real loud and ghetto, and she was like, Miss Rainey, I promise you, I'm gonna let you know what's going on. Just calm down. So she came in there with all these snacks and stuff, and I was like, all right, yep, I got something going on in here. They brought me the snacks. She gave me this look, and then my heart skipped like 3 beats. And she was like, your mom signed her rights over the state, your custody of the state now. I was like, what? She
Mm.
was like, we're about to send you to Schaffner.
Wow.
I was like, what's Schaffner? I didn't even know what Schaffner was. She's
Wow.
like, it's a place where you go for shelter. I just remember getting there and they did this like strip church. Like it was like jazz, some stuff I heard, like I only know from I never been out the county, no type of jails. The only type of reason I've been to jails is because of visiting other people. I don't know what the jail looked like outside of the visiting room.
Okay.
It was different. It was definitely different. I felt like I was a little mini criminal.
Damn. So you end up going into the system, and then when you went to a group home, did you go with a family member? Did you go with somebody that like knew the family, anything like that?
First, my sister was trying to get custody of me, but she had to go through the whole foster kid process. So before they did that, I kept on complaining, like, man, I'm tired of being in here. Y'all got me in here with these people that got mental issues and all this stuff, and I don't even like none of these girls in here. Like, I'm not no criminal. Get me out of here. Like, put me in a group home or something. She's
Right.
like, a group home. Like, I had a black caseworker, so she was young, so she was that was my girl. I definitely look up to her a lot still to this day. Like, she's different, but she was like, girl, you gonna go through the same thing in the group home. Pick your poison. I said, give me a foster family for all this.
Right.
So I started doing interviews. And they had me with this family out Perry County, this white family. And I'll never forget, I was in there and out of there in the same hour. I seen the way the man was looking at me. He had the little girl in there. The little girl came to me and was like, you're not gonna like it here. He likes to touch kids. What? Oh, so
Oh shit.
I started calling my folks, like, come get me. I don't want to be here. And literally, they brought me back the next day. The girl came. The next day, the son came. It was like 3 other kids that was brothers and sisters, and they all end up coming, like, to the
Damn.
shack. So whenever you were a young person, the boys could come on the girl side. So the little brother was on our side and stuff, and he just kept telling. He was a little off. He kept telling everybody, "That's my sister. Like that's my sister."
And that's crazy as hell. So they send you to a group home. You get to the group home. It's a guy that listen. We know what goes on in these group homes. We know what goes on through the system right now. All this traffic and things like that. So you get there, guy giving you these eyes. You say, I don't want to be here. They finally send you back to Schaffner. How long was you in there for?
In Schaffner or in that place with them?
How long was you in the system for?
Oh, okay. So basically, like, naturally, you're not considered an adult to them till you're 25. But they won't bother you as long as you don't. You keep you gotta. It's like certain pinpoints you gotta knock down. So once you knock down, you hit 18 and you graduate, or you can graduate before then if you get your GED. Depending on like that's how it was back then. Like I had my GED, I was like 16, 17. Well, I had my diploma then before everybody else because I went
Okay.
that. So you gotta get that, and they expect you to at least have a job or some type of way to provide for yourself. So I always had a little. I used to work at Hershey Park. That was my job. That was my job for a long time. For a long time. So I worked there, and she stayed off my back. She didn't bother me. After I graduated, she let me be. For a long time, she just used to check up on me. But for real, they really wanted to close my case. But the type of paperwork my mom signed, I don't know if she knew what she was signing or if that was intentional. But she gave like all rights, like. All right, but I want to get back to the one question. So after I did go to another one, I ended up going to one on State Street, another foster home, and it was an older
Okay.
lady, her mom, and the mom was 70, and then was like no 86, and then the lady was like 65, and she was cool. It was a girl there. They was cool, but y'all put me in the city. Y'all tripping. I'm out. Like they put me in the city. I stayed for like a week. It was good though. The only thing I didn't like, she had locks on the refrigerators, locks on the cabinets. You couldn't go
Damn.
downstairs because she
That's
woke
child
up.
abuse.
But you're so it depends on the case of the kid. So since I was a certain level kid, because I just was defiant and I always did what I wanted to do, they felt like they needed to do stuff like that with me, even though I wasn't obese or nothing like that. I was the smallest thing in there. I didn't even eat the half of the stuff the lady cooked because I didn't like the way she cooked. So,
That's crazy as hell.
but you couldn't come downstairs until like if you went downstairs, her alarm would go off. You had to wait till she got up.
Oh hell no, they had you in jail.
When I threw my clothes out there, I was in the. They had it. Her house was built up. You like had the upstairs with your own bathroom, room, and all that. I threw my clothes down the window. I had a little foster sister. I was like, because you really, when you in the system like that, they really think you are their brother and sister, so they really call you that. So she was a little older than me. She was about to leave out, and I was like, I'm leaving. I'm running away. And I just remember these. I had these blue, black, and white Nikes, and she was like, I want them sneakers so bad. I never had a pair of Nikes. I was like, go ahead, you can have them. You know, yeah, I had that's when Old Navy flip flops was the stuff. I had every
Yeah.
color. I was like, go ahead, it's the summer anyway. I don't even care for these sneakers. I gave them to her. I said, just don't tell me. Let me escape easily, peacefully. I got my stuff
Oh, you
out.
was planning. You was
What?
planning, huh?
Yep. And then I ran away to my godmom's house. Shayla Coleman. I ran to her house. Yep. I ran to her house. And that's when my life changed a lot. Not at her house, but her mom only let me stay for like a day. She was like,
Okay.
"No, what you want to
So
do?"
how you get out of the system?
Um, I just did what I had to do. Like, oh, when I my one of my folks had came and got me out.
Okay.
They came and got custody of me, and I was staying with them for a long time. Like it was cool. It was cool. I got away. I
That's
got
what's
right out.
up. So what do a night out with Rainy Key look like? What do a night out? Everybody want to know what a night out look with you. Whether it's
Oh,
in town, whether it's out of town, y'all get dressed, y'all about to go party. What are y'all going to do?
first we got blast some music. We gotta do a pre-turn up. So 9 9 10, we gotta do a shot in the crib or in the car. We gotta have whatever choice you like to do when you like to have fun. And talk about, other stuff. So we, what I mean, get all our stuff out the way like that. And then once we get in there, 9 9 10, when I'm with people, we don't really pay for drinks. Like I don't ever remember going out and paying for my drinks ever. Like it's always a blast. We always have fun. Like I can't think of a time I actually went out and I didn't have fun. You know what I mean? I don't get into all that messy drama stuff. I don't be fighting, but I do make sure I look out for my folks. We make sure we cool, but we gonna have fun. Like it be lit. I ain't gonna lie. I turn up when I turn up, but I'm an occasional drinker.
You have a favorite drink?
Yeah. Um, it used to. I'm laughing because why my favorite drink used to be Fireball, which is making me happy. Like, everybody used to be like, how do you drink that?
I'm over here like yo, I never had it.
I don't know. I had a sweet tooth. I feel like that's the drink for a person with a sweet tooth. And that used to get me tore up. Or woo woo. When you first start going, you probably don't know, but when you first start going to the bar,
I heard of them. I never had one, but I heard of them. I heard like that's more like the female drinks. They drink them and get you just like that. So I heard of them for sure. We drink more on our side of things. Like our come up was like Incredible Hulk, um,
Ooh,
Grey
so
Goose. I don't know our beer at the time, man. It wasn't really a beer. It was more like a cooler. We used to drink like Smirnoff, Sky Blue vodka. Uh, what else? Always the Henny. The Henny always was there. Like Henny always was there, man. Um uh what else, man? The now everybody seem like they on that Don, man.
Don, Don. Hold on,
Everybody like they on that Don, man. I
I ain't gonna lie.
still stick.
I am a brown girl. Like I love Don. Don definitely gets me right. I can't play with it too much for too long, but it definitely do get me right. I like brown liquor now. The older I get, I like brown. I feel like clear be making my stomach hurt.
I can say that. Some clear. I'm a tequila drinker. I love tequila.
I do
Uh,
too.
that's my shit, man. So I stick to like the 1800. Um,
Take me back.
what's everybody drinking, man?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I used to really turn up off for like last year?
Damn,
Casamigos. Like that. I used to what?
that's the
I
one.
don't
So Casamigo is like my go to, man. I get a bottle of that and be cool, man. I like Bel Air. I like that champagne. But on the brown side of things, um, Crown. Shout out
know.
the Crown, man. I drink a little NJ too. Don't get it. Don't get it fucked up.
What? That's how Apple used to get me right. That's how I got pregnant with my first son. That's how Apple. I didn't even know I was pregnant. I said, "Oh, I
Oh
used
shit.
yeah, yo, you know what's crazy? I ain't drinking since for real. My son,
Hold on. What was the drink?
the sour apple,
Oh, the
NJ.
sour apple. Oh man, yeah, man, that's some creepy shit. Especially if you mixing it.
No, I ain't never. I. That's one thing about me. I ain't really a mixer. Like I'm gonna just straight up like do it like Uncle no.
Oh man. So you like to go to the club, get your little situation going, and the men, most of the men like paying for the drinks.
Yeah, I mean I have girls pay for some drinks too. I mean I ain't never. I had got this. I remember this one time. This one girl, she thought I was by myself because my friends was all still in the bathroom and stuff. She bought me a drink. She came over to me. She was real swift and smooth with it, and I just was cracking up because I was like, "Dang, this is a first."
So are you into girl? Is it both? Is it men, girl? What is it? Like is it
I like I like both, but I can't tolerate being in a relationship with a girl. And I
okay?
can't even say I can't tolerate it because I've never actually been like full blown committed to a woman.
Right.
Like if I had a little girlfriend, I had my boyfriend, she had her boyfriend, but we'd just only be like grown with each other.
Okay. So shifting things. OnlyFans, Facebook, Instagram. Um, you post content. You do this because it's something that you actually like to do. You get this negative feedback from the people. You get the positive feedback from the people. What do you get more of?
Positive. People aren't like people's not really bold to say it to me. When I hear the negative, it's always from somebody else telling me what somebody else said. Nobody like literally comes up to me and be like, "You doing too much. You need this." Like that never. Now, granted, my mom, I wore something in front of my mom, and she was like, "I don't even know why you think that's cute." Like that's wild. You expect that from her. But for the most part, and so then when it came to the bad, I mean the good, people were coming to like people was inboxing me. A lot of it was more over the media. Some people would say it to my face, but it was always media vibes.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, man. So shifting. Is it better to just for the females? Is it better to just say, F it, do what you want to do, and if he don't understand, just let him go.
Okay, that's easy. It's easier said than done for real. Because to be honest, like if you're a lover girl, 9 out of 10 you gonna follow your heart, and wherever your heart sways you, that's where you're gonna go. If your heart's really set on being a content creator, that's what you're gonna do. Ain't nobody gonna stop you. But if you more for your person, you gonna dim your light for them. You're not gonna do it. You know what I mean? And it's sad to say because I feel like everybody's dreams should come true. Whether you want to be a famous painter, to you want to be seen all over the world because you feel like what you got is cute and you want to flaunt it. You know
Right.
what I mean?
What you think about Kanye West and his wife?
All right, so I'm gonna just break it down two ways because I feel like it's more than one way to look at it. I feel like for real, after seeing certain interviews, I got a different view of him from like women that dealt with him. But before the women, I'm gonna give you the opinion before the woman. My opinion of him before the woman, I felt like he was doing that, like, yeah, like I'm black and I got a white girl and I'm showing and I'm making her do this because I want y'all to see what it's like. I felt like it was like, you know what I mean, a racist remark for real. For I felt like he was doing it just to show the white man. But then when I found out, like, he likes for his woman to be one, he liked for people to want his woman. That now I'll be like, I'm in my head like, oh, all right, he knew what he was doing. That he just wants her to look at his girl. Like he liked that. That empowers him. That drives him. Like some men are insecure. They can't handle something like that. He's so secure with himself. He can let his woman walk out bare naked. And he got in his mind like ain't nobody, no, can't nobody touch that but me. Yeah, go ahead and look what you're looking. Yeah, look. Yeah, go ahead and take a picture. That's the only thing you ever gonna get out of shorty. He just got that. He got that in him. A lot of men don't carry that, and a lot of females are with men, and they can't even express themselves how they want to in that light. When I know there's a lot of girls that I know for real, they want to do that, but all they can do is sit and talk stuff because they don't want to be looked at crazy.
Oh man, listen for sure, man. You definitely have
We got meaning to do it.
you have insecure and you have secure men. I definitely would agree. You have your men that would praise his like a Kanye to just say all his was listen, flaunt it because you got it and we can get something off of it. So I believe that's more of why he's doing it. Look, this is my wife. At the end of the day, she's coming home with me. She's with me when you're taking the damn pictures at the end of the day. So flaunt it. You're gonna get these pictures and she's gonna go viral. So the more y'all talk about her, the more people gonna come look at her, the more people gonna view her, the more people gonna see her, the more people gonna stream her, the more people's gonna repost her. So I definitely, definitely agree. So that's the secure side of things. And then you got the insecure side of people that just say, listen, you're not. You're not. What can you say to the women that are in those kind of relationships?
Um, my thing is, us women know what we be doing. Like, sis, if you really just like, if you ain't serious with him and you know, like, y'all not gonna prosper for real, not gonna grow. You've been dealing with him for 5 years. He still ain't proposed to you. You ain't sneak and go through his phone and see him looking at rings. You know there's not really nothing, and you want to be that person. Whatever the situation is, I feel like just choose you first in that situation. But if you got a man and you honor your man and your man's not with that, but you know what I mean, respect your man. But for real, I really want you to do you. I want you to promote yourself in any way, any and every way, rather it's cooking, nails, hair, lashes, anything. Promote it. And your person should be right there cheering you on because at the end of the day, that person's supposed to be your cheerleader. They're right
Okay.
there.
Shit. I agree. I agree with that. What gives you your motivation?
My kids and I got this drive in me that like even when I'm down there, I still be just I really feel like when people say they have alter egos, I feel like that's true. Like I had this girl in the back of my head that be like, bitch, damn, you doing too much. Or
Yeah.
you not
Yeah.
doing enough.
Talk about it.
You
Talk
not doing
about it.
enough. Like for real, like I am my own worst enemy. For real. I don't need that's why it'd be funny when people try to beat me up. Girl, I've been did that 2 days ago.
Right.
Mentally. Like I've been there, done that. Like you saying that I already didn't peep that, I already working on that. But thank you for acknowledging that. I'm glad somebody watching me. I gotta be on my toes now. They watching. For
Now
real.
I agree with that because when people from the outside had these views and they paint these pictures of all of us, man. Everybody get these pictures painted of us. When you get these pictures painted of you, it's like, damn, like you really painted this picture to this other person, and you don't even know me. You never even
Man.
had a you never even had a real conversation with me. You never sat down and talked to me. You never even walked with me. We never been in the car. We never drove together. We never ate no food. But y'all got these pictures that y'all paint like this person is this type of like who are you? But them is the people that I can say this. Them are the ones that are really in their mind messed up and don't know how to be who they really are. That's why they use these crowds, these big crowds. They gather these crowds, these loud crowds, and they need these basically cheerleaders to cheer them on. Like, go ahead, you got it. But at the end of the day, they laughing at him. Soon as something
Yeah,
happened, they laugh right at him.
I love that. Yo, the way you put that, I swear, like I love that. That was perfectly said. Like real rap, you ate that up. I'm not even gonna cap. You really ate that up. You guys, I want to take a moment to shout out my hairdresser. Cause sis do her thing. You can find her on IG. This is her logo or picture, so that way you know what she look like. And then, dang, what I do with her?
Man,
Oops.
shout out to the hairdresser, man.
No, for real, I'm mad
Shout
because
out to the hairdresser, man.
I cannot find
Listen,
it.
listen. If I can't type in the chat. But shout out to her hairdresser. Make sure you whoever she showed, make sure y'all go follow them over on Instagram. Make sure you go follow them. Make sure
Yeah,
y'all like their
you
page,
can-
man.
y'all know what
Because
Lexi is. She did my
she
makeup.
definitely she got your shit in there. She got your shit looking right. So shout out to you, man. And it's
Yeah,
crazy that you said that your motivation is your kids, man. I like that for a lot of mothers, man. That their kids be their motivation, man, and they don't let anything stop them, especially for the single mothers, man. So shout out to the single mothers, shout out to the mothers that's in the relationships, the ones that's going through things, man, the ones that's just holding it down, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the fathers. Shout out to everybody that's holding it down, the ones that's supposed to hold it down the way that they are. But you said that, and my next question to you is, what kind of mother is Rainey Key?
how? Okay, I didn't expect that question. I'm not the strictest mom. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like my little will be coming at me like you let them kids get away with murder, but they not bad kids. And I know how I felt when I used to try to do little stuff as a kid, and I always got in trouble for it. Like, dang, I'm getting in
Mm,
trouble for getting something to eat. I'm getting in trouble because I'm hungry. I'm getting in trouble because I didn't put my shoes in the right spot. Like, then you gotta yell at me for that. I gotta get popped for that. Like, it was always like, for me growing up,
mm.
I endured more physical. Like, you was getting that physical stuff for real. You was gonna feel that. Like, no, you don't do that. No, you don't do this. No, it was like it was always somebody over top of you. And I want to give my kids opportunity to be themselves, but I don't want them to be scared of me. I want them to respect me. I
That was
was
that
scared.
was that was that was man. I'm gonna touch on that topic, man, because I'm a yeller, and man, big shout out to you for saying that, man, because I'm a yeller, man, and you saying that now as an adult. My kids are still young. You saying that as an adult and still being able to remember certain things that you did and got yelled at, man, that really made me think, man. Like you got to tone it down because I am a yeller, man. So I appreciate that. So
Yeah,
real
they
rap,
say it's not
I
their
really
voice
appreciate
too.
that, man.
I
Um,
heard, I read on a poster a long time ago. Watch how you speak to your kids, cause your voice is their inner voice. And I be in my head all the time, like, and I be
that is deep.
low key. I do be kind of like, and this is a problem too that we do as women do. We try to put the discipline on the men. You discipline him. You do that. You get your daughter. And we want to be looked at as the heroes. I don't want my
Mm,
daughter to be thinking but in our reality, we both got to play a part with that. I don't care if we got rock paper
mm.
shoot. We gotta
That
play our part with that. It's not fair that everything get left on the man. It's not fair that everything like we for real, that 50-50, and I'm not talking about financial stuff because I'll get that's a whole different topic. But that 50-50 in a household with the parent, whether you're present or not, needs to be like you gotta be on top of that for real, for and I appreciate everybody that's there for mine because when I lost my baby dad last year due to gun violence, and I'm not saying that um the type of violence he went through was like, you know what I mean, when somebody was after him trying to do that, he was out there playing with it too. So however the cards fall, you gotta remember what you put out in the universe is what you get. Me personally, I put out good karma because I want good karma. I do good because I know what comes from good. I've been there bad. I'm telling you, I'm still going through some of my bad karma, but that doesn't stop me from being a good person. And it's not hard. I promise you. Like you can wake up. You can wake up. Like wake up, get out of
right.
that mind frame of I gotta get back even with them. I'm telling you, karma's catching them. Like I'm telling you, you don't gotta get your lick back. Even though I know your lick back would have been vicious, but karma, the way she come, you ain't touching her, sis. Sir, you're not touching it. So just leave it to karma, please. Leave it to karma.
Nah, that's deep. That's deep. That's real deep, man. back to the kids. It was said that one of your kids' father recently came home from beating a case. So shout out to him first of all.
Big shout.
And he came home and he surprised his son. He surprised his son at school.
Yes, my baby didn't have no idea his dad was gonna come and get him from school. When he seen him, it was like that smile would not leave my baby's face, and I knew my baby was missing something. But I knew he was missing his dad, but I didn't know it was that severe until it was present in front of me, and I'm like, yo, like, and that right there shows me why I don't want to be the bitter baby mom. It don't matter if we're not together or not. Like me and my baby, that have one of the best co-parenting relationships. Like that's really my dog, and I want to see him win everything. Like I want every go he have, anything he want to do, I'm all for it. You want to open up a business with me? We want to do this and that. Like everything is all for the greater good of our child. And his situation was like very sad because he was took 2 years. My baby was 4 when he left. Like he needed that milestone. I see the difference in my baby since his dad been around. He needed that, and
That's great.
and it hurt me because like my thing is I don't like really getting too deep into it because I don't really like undermining women. But some of it has to be addressed. And it's not fair to men that these women be out here lying, deceiving, and playing victim. Stop playing victim when you know you did that. You
Right.
know you started all that, stirred that up like my girl. You really went on that stand in line and said this man tried to rape you when he was your fiance.
Wow.
Then you kicked your door in and beat your face in. How? When this man literally had went through a stroke. His whole left side. And he had to relearn and go through physical with his whole left side. I'm not understanding how that happened. And the sad part is I never ever wanted to diminish her image. But my girl, you really did that to somebody that has kids. You really took that man away from his 3 kids for 2 years. And then he was found not guilty on all charges. You sat up on that stand and looked like the person you are. And you know
Alive.
don't miss. So
Yeah,
I just
that's deep. That's some deep devious stuff right there, man. That's some
and
deep
they
devious
do
stuff,
that a
man.
lot though. Like a lot of people, they be faking pregnancies. They do anything to try to like. Okay, he cheated on you. Okay, get a new man. They put a billion people on this planet for a reason. Oh, why is that? That man left you alone, or he did whatever he did. Okay, get another one. As easy as you got him, you can get another one. You don't gotta get your lick back with that. That
Right.
was that was crazy. I don't even think that was a lick back. That was like you said, devious. Like
Wow.
I didn't even
And
know
this is
people
after you said this is after a stroke.
after a stroke he supposedly did that. Don't get it messed up now. Before the stroke, I'm not saying he's the best person in the world, and I'm not saying he beats on women. But before then, I would have had a question mark because you never know what a female can bring out of a man. Because I know what I brought out of certain men before
Right.
being one of them.
I can agree with that.
So and that situation is very touchy to me, and I really feel for the men with that. And I really, for real, I'm always team girl. It's all about the woman. But that right there, that was fine. That man got kids, and he's a good father. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
care.
great. That's great.
I don't care what anybody say. However they view him, when it comes to my son, he's a great father.
So how do you feel now that he's home? He's home. Your son's excited. How do you feel? Like
I'm,
how
I'm
do you feel?
I'm happy because I have my dad. I know what it's like to have a dad. Like when my mom did what she did to me, my dad didn't have no idea. He didn't know. He did not know. He had changed his phone, so I couldn't even call and tell my dad. And my mom didn't have my dad on the birth certificate.
Mm.
Yeah. So my dad didn't even know. So with that being said, like I couldn't be that way. I couldn't be one of them. So I was so happy. I was so grateful. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm still happy and grateful. It only been about a week. And my boy done been with his dad for how many days. He picked him up from school. He's on the school stuff. Like he's on everything he needs to be now. Like he's an attentive parent.
Mm.
And it don't take much to be that. Like I don't understand why these dudes act like they cause like get good in with your baby mom. Like my baby dad died. Literally and didn't see my kids before he died for what? My daughter's birthday was March. He died in May. He didn't see my kids for a long time because we were at odds. And
Mm.
then my kids still don't understand what that is. Cause my oldest to him is autistic and he's 6. And then my other one to him is a girl and she's 3.
Okay.
So They don't know what's going on yet. It didn't fully dawn on, like, they not, it's not clicking fully, like, he's not here, but they
Mm.
missing something.
Yeah,
So
that's heavy right there.
I really advise everybody to just, if you see he's lacking with them kids, give a reminder to him. Like, tomorrow's not promised. Because it's really not. I lost my baby dad at 28. He was 28 years old. 28.
28.
My kids are 6 and 3. No, I'm sorry, 7 and 3. He about to be 8. And they don't, like, this is my daughter's birthday just passed. And that was her first birthday without him. I don't even know how I
Wow.
feel to. Because at the end of the day, that's one thing he ain't play about was them Christmases and them birthdays.
Do we have any other kids?
Yeah, he do. He just had a baby too. That's crazy. He left 3 kids. He just had a son. He's about probably 1 now. So he was young when that one didn't even really get no time in with him at all.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild, man. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's a lot of gun violence going on, man, throughout the world in the whole. But like, it's time. Like, you got to switch it up.
I feel like for real, guns ain't a bad thing. It's just the people are bad. The people's intentions with them are bad. Cause for real, I'm a single mom and I'm out with my 3 kids and somebody try to come and snatch us up. My gun is always right there. I got my gun license. I keep my blicky. Like I got to because
Right.
I feel like there's no man around. So I got
Okay.
to. So their guns are good. There is good side to having guns, but it's just the way people use them. A lot of people are fair, and my whole thing is you so quick to pick that gun up. That means you're scared. You're terrified. Because when I got
Hmm.
my gun, I pick my gun up. That's because I'm scared. I'm terrified. I don't just wave my gun around, show my gun. Half of the people don't even know I be having my gun on me. But I do announce it when I feel like I'm about to use it. Hey, yo, back up because I do got my gun on me. And I promise you, I will let this thing off. This thing will bark. Like, back on up, for real. Like, you got to
Right.
anyway. You got to know the gun laws. If you don't know the gun laws, like, I remember I was going through it with this girl, and she was like, yeah, I'm going to pop at the house. And I said, I'm going to pop you.
Right.
I'm going
Don't
to shoot
come.
you.
You can't
I
come
said,
there.
and then
You
I'm going to
can't
call the
come
cops.
here.
And look,
Right.
so I told her, I said, I'm going to shoot you and I'm going to call the cops. She said, oh, you're a cop caller. She made it all about a cop caller. No, baby, that's the protocol. If I
Hmm.
shoot you, I'm not what you. What I'm gonna let you bleed all over my front porch? I ain't gonna call the ambulance, the cops. Are you dumb? You think I'm gonna jeopardize my license because you want to play tough titty?
Right. But you call it tough titty.
Yeah, cause they real tough. They real tough. They ain't even girly no more. They tougher than they niggas. Than they
would,
dad. They tougher than the damn little chihuahua. You know them bitches is tough.
would you ever would you ever do a 20 verse 1?
I would do it with some fun shit. I ain't even gonna lie, cause I think that is so hilarious. And then plus, I want to see what's up. I just want to see, but I would do it on some fun stuff. Not on no like looking to see if I can date one of them.
Okay. So no love Mario. You heard her, man. Like, it's time to bring her on, man. Bring her on the show, man. We just had Worldwide Loud on your show. It's time to bring Rainy Key on your show, bro. It's time to get her on there. So shout out to No Love Bar, Rainy Key. We try to get her on there, man. 20 verse 1. We can do it. We can pull that off. I believe we can pull that off for you.
I
I'm gonna,
believe so.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to see, man. Let me see if I can work some magic. I think I can
You
do it,
can
man. I
do it,
really
my
think.
boy. Like you be listen, like they can't sleep on you. Like them sleeping on you is them waking up pissy, and
Yeah,
then
they
you
don't
stay,
like.
you stay
I
sleep too
got a
long.
long reach now, man. They don't know, man.
They
Listen,
gonna
before we end things, man. Before we end things, let people know where they can find you at all your social medias, whether it's your Instagram, your Snap, Facebook, OnlyFans. Let them know.
Oh, I do got YouTube. You see, I'm on here now, y'all. I'm gonna get my YouTube up, but right now, this is my IG. I wonder, am I holding it right? Is that gonna be good enough for y'all to?
It's the same as your name?
Oh, here I don't think so. This one's Keys to the City. Keys to the City. Name it with me. That used to be my saying back in the day when I was saying my name. And then look, this is my Facebook. You guys, Rainy Kiki. Me. No, that look cute right there. White compliments my skin so well.
You funny as hell. Hold on. Let me see if it pop up real quick, man. It should pop up.
If I pop up, I had these pictures in the tuck.
Hey, her Instagram, KEYZ _2 underslash DA_CITY.
Keys to the
Keys underslash two underslash the underslash city, or you can just type her name in, Rainy Keys. You can
here. And this
find her.
was the girl who did my hair. There's her link. I was wondering where it went. It was hiding under the other pictures. I knew I
I
had it.
can't. For some reason it seemed like your camera froze on me. How you spell her name? T A what?
It's
Yeah.
TAUCHED.
Hold on. TAU. Oh, I got her right there. Her
Yep.
name is Tasha.
Yep.
Shout out to Tasha. Tasha. Shout out to Tasha Ellison.
But she eats them wigs up. She's real nice and she know how to do dreads. She actually can do a lot. Like she's real nice with it. And when I say she is a vibe, like when you go around her, no lie, like you gonna enjoy being in her chair. She gets the job done and she has good conversation.
If y'all can see that, chat, make sure y'all go follow her. For all the females, if y'all can see that, hers is.
Yeah, y'all got to. She's real good. And Alexis V did my she's on Facebook. Her name is literally Alexis V. And she been doing makeup for a while and she's really nice. Like I grew up with her. I ain't even I told myself this year is the year that I'm gonna use all the locals. Like every time you see me, it's all gonna be locals.
Right, for sure.
Like, that's all I'm fooling with is the locals because at the end of the day, I see y'all and I'm so proud of y'all. And I definitely feel like, up in the prices coming up. You know what I mean? We all coming up. It's time. Everything gotta go up, and we gotta stick
Man,
together.
listen, man, they don't understand that, man. They don't understand that, man. The prices are trying to change, man. It's changing over here too.
Yeah, like, and it definitely is, and it's a lot of great businesses, especially like the ones with the clothing. Like, Arena's doing real good with Anna and me. She's killing it with that. It's a Rich Life is real good. There's a lot of people with clothes that I promise you this year you're gonna definitely see me in. Like,
Shout out the Major Prep clothing line. Shout out to Believer clothing line. Shout out the Saints clothing line. Shout out the Creep Life clothing line. Shout out the Creep Life music group sponsor. They the ones that sponsor. You can see the joint. I don't know if y'all can really see the tag up here. YouTube channel. Make sure y'all go do it, man. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow DSG Doughboy, all platforms, streaming artists, man, sign artists. Listen, this is the year. We ain't come to play. Shout out to Rainy Key for coming on. I appreciate you wholeheartedly. Listen, make sure y'all go follow her on every single platform. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure y'all comment.
because
Make
way
sure
more
y'all
content
comment.
is pushing out. Like I promise you, this month I'm working hard, and all this content is about to be flooded. So be ready and prepared. Follow me and subscribe. I'm only a click away. I promise you.
One click away. We live. I appreciate you. And we're going to see you again.
Real soon.
We're going to see you again. We out.